Has taken their seats. Um, Welcome to day three. I hope you are enjoying the first 2 days of the workshop. We have an exciting session this morning, and we will have a field trip in the afternoon, as you know. The first speaker for today is going to be Dr. Parthik Kumar. He is an associate professor here at the School of Electrical Engineering and Computer Science at WSU. I'm sure he will have a chance to say a little bit about himself and what he will be doing. But the topic is very important for us. As you've noticed, we have a big focus on AI and the intersection with cybersecurity in this workshop in general, and what we do in the CySER program and other things at WSU. And there is no better person to have us do some hands-on things on one of the most latest things that happen around AI, on agentic AI, and that's what Dr. Parthik will be talking about. He has very much interest in AI education, computer science education in general, had a career that spans many years, and he's also very passionate about reaching out to people in general, whether they are in college or otherwise. And I have followed him a little bit on social media. He does a great job introducing things like object-oriented programming or AI-related things. And he has led multiple workshops that I have participated in, not only for students, but also for faculty on how to integrate AI into their education and related things. So it's a great pleasure for me to have him. I have invited him in my data science class to speak on several occasions, and he always graciously agrees to take on that and does a good job. If I give him 40 minutes, he does well use that 40 minutes. And if we give him 2 hours like we are doing today, I'm sure he will do something like that. So I would like you to take the time now to finish up your breakfast as you hear him, but also be actively participating in the parts that are about hands-on practices. Dr. Parthik, thank you very much for coming, and I look forward to what you have to share.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Asafa, for introductions and giving me this opportunity to interact with you all. Okay, so excited about this session? I'm very excited. Okay, so we are going to discuss how agentic AI is changing the cybersecurity era, and there are a lot of things which are coming up on daily basis. So it's very important to have idea what agentic AI is, how it's impacting the area of cybersecurity, and what are various tool set that we can get hands-on to understand how we can apply agentic AI in our day-to-day cybersecurity work infrastructure. So the objective of this session is to give you enough idea what agentic AI is, and then it's all about hands-on session. We will be using two important tools where we will be demonstrating through a lot of use cases and some notebooks and workflows where we will be learning about how we can apply these in cybersecurity in particular. So I will give you a general idea what agentic AI is so that everyone get a context about that. Then we have some general use cases where you can apply all those things on your own. And then gradually we will shift to cybersecurity based applications. And we also discussed about Crew AI and other multi-agentic system. So this is going to be a hands-on session, but for first 30-40 minutes, I will give you the context, and then we will be doing hands-on activity all together. And I hope that we will able to build a lot of interesting things by the end of this session. Before jumping into the contents, as Safa introduced, I started my career in 1998. It's now 28 years. For most of the time, I was working in India at Thapar University. I was working as a professor there in Department of Computer Science. And then I spent 2 years at Tel Aviv University as a visiting professor working in the area of explainable AI. And I also acted as a visiting professor at Whitman College, Walla Walla from 2022 to 2024. And I joined WSU in fall 24. I have passion of creating content. So some of my recent work is about um, publication of book on machine learning with Python with Cambridge University Press. I also authored a book on data mining and data warehousing with Cambridge University Press. So these are some of my recent works. And as I mentioned, today we are going to discuss how we can apply AI in the area of cybersecurity, particularly focusing more on agentic AI as such. So you know that we are using agents for building softwares. Now we have agents who are creating cybersecurity threats. And it's very important that in this era where agentic AI is generating a lot of threats, so we are getting a lot of alerts, uh, which is growing at the rate of exponentials. So we require some sort of automation to handle that kind of flood of cybersecurity threats. So security operations center analysts always face alert fatigue because we are nowadays getting lot more security threats as compared to previous years. So traditional security workflows are slow and expensive. They are not that scalable. So as AI is transforming modern security operations, so it's very important to understand that how we can uh, tackle those situations by having some autonomous operations where um, we can do automations from cybersecurity front also, where agentic system help us to secure our system in a better way. So with this arrangement, we are working to address these problems because you know that these days attackers are leveraging AI to automate cyber attacks. Millions of logs are generated on daily basis. And of course, there are a lot of false positive, which another concern. And as we are getting a lot of threats from AI agents, so we handling that at a human level, it very tough and challenging because normally we have a slow response rate and security teams are understaffed and human analysis does not scale. So how we can automate our workflows by using agentic AI, that is the thing which we try to solve and understand in the beginning. So as I mentioned, so traditional security pipeline work like this. We have logs, we have a security platform where we need to analyze those logs. So if there are human who analyze those and manual decision is taken, then it's more about a reactive workflows. As I mentioned, so it has limited scalability and human bottlenecks. So to handle those challenges, now we are moving into the era where we have AI-powered security operations. Here, AI can read the logs. It can identify attack patterns. AI can classify the threats. If we are getting a lot of logs, we have to prioritize our operations. So it can prioritize our incidents and help us to spend more time on those urgent threats. And in this, we can build our AI security agents workflow, which autonomously help us to identify the risk, take the actions, and secure systems. So that is the area where we are going to focus in this session, that how we can create AI security agents workflows, which can be automated, and it can identify the attack patterns, it can identify the threats, or it can prioritize those things by using AI or large language model as a brain. And we can even go one step further, and we can have a multiple AI agents which are working in sequential or parallel to create security teams. So in any agentic AI system, we are having a multiple specialized AI agents that are designed specifically to handle a particular task. We can define role-based collaborations. Some of the agent has a specific role only to classify the threats. Some is trained or classified role as creation of reports or incident reporting. And they have a shared reasoning and autonomous decision-making process and goal-oriented executions. So you all are familiar that there are a lot of buzzword around agentic AI. So what this agentic AI is, and what are their corresponding other similar kind of platforms? So let's first understand that, and then we will gradually move to various use cases, and we try to implement all those agentic AI workflows in this session. So you see that from in 2022 or 2023, we have ChatGPT. And from last couple of years, a lot of things have changed quickly. We moved from prompt to purpose. So earlier, when we use AI, it's more about having a static one-off responses where we give the prompt, and based on that prompt, it gives its response. But here we are talking about an agentic system which can think, which can act, and which can adapt on their own. So here, when we talk about agentic AI system, it must have some brain which can think. It must have some tools to act upon, and it can adapt according to the needs so that we can have a completely reactive system which have proactive automations. So you can see that agentic AI systems mark a shift from reactive automation to proactive autonomy. Instead of just generating answer, these systems can plan, they can reason, and they can execute the actions, and even it can reflect on their outcomes. So we are looking at a system which can plan. For example, when we talk about security threats, so it can automatically plan, it can reason, and also it can execute the action on its own so that we can have a full automation pipeline to solve those problems. So we are looking this system as an assistant that manage your project end to end. So when we have any agentic AI system, we are normally refer these as autonomous agents, which can work even without having human involvement. And of course, these systems are capable to perceive their environment, reason about their goals, and take the actions through connected tools or APIs. So unlike traditional AI system where it waits for the instructions, here agentic AI system continuously monitor the triggers. They can continuously monitor the log files, and based on that, it learn from the context and choose their next step dynamically without having direct human involvement. So in any agentic AI system, there are four major components. First is they must be autonomous. They can execute the actions with minimum human interventions. It must have some access of the tools, which are in the form of API or services so that they can get real work done. They must have their context or memory, and it can reflect upon their past actions so that they can improve future decisions. So any agentic AI system must have all those core characteristics. So they must have autonomous, there must be tool usage, memory, and reflections so that they can improve their outcome. So before jumping into this, it's very important to just take a quick look how we evolved in last couple of years. You see, before ChatGPT, or I can say that pre-2023, we were having AI chatbots, but they were very limited. We were using the characteristics of natural language processing, and based on that, we were building AI chatbots, but they were very limited in the form of context or some external data or reasoning. We try to build some FAQ kind of bots or customer support flows pre-2023 or before having ChatGPT with us. But once we have ChatGPT, we have large language models, and then the things completely changed. We quickly moved to a RAG-based system, so where we extend large language model with our own knowledge sources. So that is retrieval augmented generation, where we extend the large language model with our own knowledge sources so that the response can be grounded. And in that case, we able to build up-to-date system, domain-specific applications, and we able to create a lot of enterprise solutions once we have RAG-based system available to us. Then soon we extend RAG-based system to another capability of tool-based RAG, where we extend the RAG by adding tool set access. So our system now can access a lot of databases or other external tools by using APIs so that they can execute the task on its own. And that leads us to tool-based RAG system or function calling systems. So here we have access of APIs, and LLM can use these external tools to automate a lot of things. And one of the basic example is when you have ChatGPT, it has access of browser, it can go to the internet and can access the information on which it is not already trained. So it can access latest data as well as the data on which it is trained. So it is a tool-based access where RAG system is further extended with APIs and number of external tools. And in 2024, just a year ago, we were having started the idea of Agentic AI system, where we have autonomous goal-oriented system, which has their own memory, planning, and we can even have a multiple agents which are collaborating until their goal is achieved. So they decompose the task, they perform those tasks by using tools and access, and we able to build a lot of interesting system in the form of AI research agent, AI tutor, or workflow executor by using agentic AI systems. So to give you that context, let's understand through some examples. So I request everyone to please read that chat and spend some time on this. So here you see that we are building a HR assistant. And user is asking how many vacation days do we get per year? So user is asking how many vacation days do we have per year, and he's working in an organization. So you know that number of vacation days do we get per year? Can we answer this question by using simple large language model? Or is it this question is specific to the organizations? So how many vacation days do we get per year? Is it organization specific or is it general? It is organizational specific because it will depend upon my HR policy. So let's say I'm working in an X company and it is completely dependent on the HR policy of that company. And that will decide how many vacations do we get per year. And you see that normally the HR policy of that organization may not be available to ChatGPT for training the data because it is trained, let's say, about 2024 data, and it is trained on public data. So it is private to my organization. And most probably it is not, ChatGPT is not trained on this kind of information. So my question is how we can answer this question. How many vacation days do we get per year? Can we solve this with simple ChatGPT, or we need to provide something more to that? So we have to supply something more. What we need to supply more? The policy on patient sick leave. Yeah. So you got the point. We have to supply something more to our large language model with our own HR policy. So you see, here we are having large language model and we are providing the access to our HR policy. And then that system is called as a RAG-based chatbot. So what RAG-based is? With large language model, we have a knowledge source. And in this case, the knowledge source is my HR policy. And then I can build a question answering system around this, like this. I can ask the question. It will have large language model as a brain. It will refer to HR policy, and then it can answer that question that how many leaves we have according to our HR policy. Is it making sense? Is RAG-based system is clear to you? So RAG-based system means simply we have large language model plus our own knowledge source. Can you give me any other example of RAG-based system? Any other use case where you think that, okay, RAG-based system will be useful?
Maybe like a chatbot on a company's website to answer like common customer questions.
So a chatbot which is available on company website, which has the knowledge of large language model plus their own website contents, their own airline policies and all those things. So if you have a bot which is running on airline website, it is most probably a RAG-based system where it has a capability of large language model plus their own airline policy so that it can answer the questions based on their policies. So that a RAG-based system. Now let's see. Now the person is asking to this HR assistant, how many leave do I left this year? How many leaves do I left this year? Can I answer this question by using this system that I just shown you this? Can I answer this, how many leaves I left this year? So what do you think, what we need to add into this in order to answer that? Yeah. So you need to access the database where we have that information, how many leaves I have. Is it making sense? So now we are asking about how many leave I have. So in order to answer that, I need to query my database where I have all HR information and these are my internal databases. So I need now API access to this HR database so that I can make query to knowledge source plus my database so that it can answer that query that how many leaves do I have. Is it making sense to you? So now this is RAG plus tool-based access. So this is what I called is tool-augmented chatbot. Why tool-augmented? Because I have given access of my database through API keys. And now this large language model or HR assistant can answer how many leaves do I left this year. And it can say that, okay, you have 7 days leave remaining. Now you see, next action. Now we are asking apply for 2 days C leave from May 5 to May 6. This is interesting. Now bot can even apply leave for me. And how it can do that? It just go and make an entry into the database and apply the leave and it is stored in my database and it can give me a confirmation your 2 days C leave for my 5 and 6 has been successfully applied. So I can build that kind of system by using tool augmented RAG. Is it making sense to you? So now we can access large language model. We have our own HR policy, but still you cannot apply the leave. Still you cannot answer specific question according to how many leaves I left. So in order to do that, we need access to databases. And for this, we use API keys through which we can access the data or we can make entries into it. Is it making sense? Now let's see, as we are giving more and more options to HR, our end user, their curiosity increases. Now you see, what user is asking to HR assistant software or bot? Prepare for Sarah's maternity leave. Now we are asking a very typical question that let's say Sarah is an employee, she is going for maternity leave, and we have to prepare for her maternity leave. Now it requires a lot of tasks. It requires a lot of reasoning because there may be multiple ways to prepare for Sarah's maternity leave. So we can identify a person who can do her work during that leave period. So we have to make alternative arrangement. Or the system can look that, okay, we need to hire an intern for, let's say, 3 months or 4 months. And if we decide to hire an intern, we have to do the onboarding process for that intern. So there are a lot of tasks that need to be executed just to prepare for Sarah's maternity leave. So you can think that based on that, let's say we decided to hire an intern for doing that particular job for Sarah's. So when you hire an intern, you have to do onboarding process for that intern. And Here, our bot can do complete onboarding process for that new intern. So for example, in order to do onboarding process, you need to fix a welcome meeting for that intern. So large language model will reason what kind of action it need to take, what would be the plan. And based on that, the first step is to fix a welcome meeting. So it can access calendar and can automatically make a plan for the welcome meeting. It will go ahead and try to understand that, okay, I need to create HR profile for new intern. So in order to create HR profile, it will access HR management system through API, and this bot can automatically create HR profile for new intern. Even it can go one step ahead and create write to IT help desk to create Wi-Fi credentials to get email access or Slack access. So it automatically identify that, okay, I need to provide that kind of accesses. So it can frame that ticket or email automatically to IT department so that that process can be initiated or started. That in turn may need a laptop. So this LLM reason that, okay, I need to order a laptop. So it can automatically place an order on our purchasing software, and that process can be initiated by this system. HR manager. So here you can see that this agentic AI system have goal-oriented planning. So the goal is that we have to hire an intern and we need to perform plan for the onboarding process for this new intern who is going to join on Monday. So it is a goal-oriented planning. And in order to perform that goal-oriented planning, this large language model perform multi-step reasoning, and it autonomously perform all those decision making without any human intervention. So you can see that there is no human who is guiding these actions. So LLM is deciding, reasoning, and executing those actions autonomously. And then for this, it requires use of tool, knowledge, and memory, and that make a full agentic AI system. Is it making sense? So if we are talking about a system which can plan for Sarah's maternity leave, in order to design that kind of system, we need a full agentic AI system which can reason, which can plan, which can execute the action so that we can create a full executable plan for this task. And you can see the output. So here you can see that I have prepared the onboarding checklist, schedule a welcome meeting, send access request to IT. The intern welcome kit has been ordered. So now the bot can create that kind of response. And in order to create that kind of response, bot must have access of all these operations, reasoning and executions, and it require multi-step reasoning and execution. And if you see the whole system, it will look like having access of databases, having access of calendar, having access of OneDrive and another HR management resources through APIs, and then we can have full agentic chatbot. Is it making sense to you? Any question up to this point? So in single words, when we refer to simple large language model, it can only answer those questions on which it is trained. But that is limited. If you require your own policies, then we can build our own knowledge source, and it is RAG-based system. But still it is limited. It cannot access database. It cannot access my personal information. If you want to access that, we need a tool-based access where the system can access your canvas and can provide specific information according to your personalized data. And then if you want a full agentic system which can reason, which can plan, execute, and have the capability like planning for someone's maternity leave and go make full executable plan and execute that automatically, we require an agentic AI system. And in that system, we need to provide access of all those tools so that system can build on that. Yeah.
Yeah, what's the bridge from tool-based to
Yeah, so it is still a tool based, but it has you can say more access of various tools with planning, execution, and it is completely autonomous. So when you say that we you give more access to tools and make it lot more independent, so that tool based system is actually start you can start calling it as a agentic AI system because it become more autonomous, capable. It can reason and do that kind of context mapping. Is it making sense? So that is the context and base that we are building on. And you can think of a lot more other examples. So let's say my request is book a cheapest Emirates flight from New York to Delhi tomorrow. What do you think? In order to make that booking, what we require? What tool we need? Can LLM do that task? Can LLM simply book my ticket from this to this? No. So you need a lot more than that. So what extra you require? So access the flight information. So you need to give access to your Expedia account so that it can access latest flight information. So that is one thing. If you need to make booking, what extra you need?
Personal information.
Your personal information, very good. Your credit card information so that it can make the booking for you. And then it can send you simple email that the whole booking has been made for you. So you see that in this, we need to search the flight. So we require access of tools. The large language model will reason and pick the cheapest one. And if you provide access of personal information and credit card, it can go ahead and make the full booking, and it will send you simple confirmation email that okay, the flight has been booked for this dollar, and confirmation email is sent to you. And you can see that this is just like a travel agent, but here instead of travel agent, we are having a AI agent which is doing all the operations for us. So it can have access of those tools and it can build the whole pipeline for us. Is it making sense to you? So similarly, we can conclude at this step in agentic AI system is a system that can make decisions. It can take actions on its own to achieve the goal without being told explicitly what to do. Is it making sense to you? So this is what we were discussing. So when we are planning for Sarah's maternity leave, there is no person who is actually telling the system what to do. So agentic AI system is deciding about what to do, and it is making the decision, it's taking the actions to achieve the goal so that it can have onboarding process for our new intern, or it can make booking for you. So these kind of things are now used in multiple ways. You see that we are having now a lot of AI coding agents where you just give the prompt that I want this, create a native app similar to to-do list. You give the prompt, it automatically work on that, like Lovable is one of the agentic AI system, and it keep on working until that system is built for you. So Anthropic is working on that. It has Claude. So have you tried that? How many of you have tried Claude to build something? So what was your experience? You want to say something on that?
Okay.
So you just give the prompt, it took the time, and then it built the whole thing. You just need to provide the folder. It can push the whole code to GitHub. It can publish the thing. So it's just prompting, and that is the vibe coding. And we can have all those kind of AI agents who can build the task. So it's not only creating the code, it is executing the code. It is working on the issues until that objective is achieved. So similarly, we can have a travel assistant where we can give a complex prompt like that. Book a 7-day trip from London in May when the weather is sunny for at least 4 consecutive days. Book the flight with minimum flight duration My budget is less than this. So you can see that it will access weather information, airline information, personal information, and based on that, it can break down all the tasks and it can create full booking for you people. Is it making sense? So that is some of the example of agentic AI system. And now in this session, we are at a point where we can start implementing our agentic AI system for cybersecurity applications. So these are 5 demos that we are going to do in next 90 minutes. So we will be starting with the AI log analyst, and then we have AI phishing email detector, security alert prioritization. So I will jump into those things step by step. But as I mentioned, we are going to use N8 and system for this. So we are going to use N8N. So I request everyone to just Google it, N8N, and create your free account. So we will do it together. Nothing to hurry. So we will be building step by step, and just Google N8N. So it is the node automation. It is a agentic AI system where we can use a no code platform, and we can build something by using nodes. And you can see we have a button get started. So you can get started by using your Gmail account, and it will give you free access for 15 days. So that is good for our initial demo. Please take your time to create your account. Have anyone tried this tool earlier? Okay. So N8N, please use that. And I have also created all the resources for this workshop on this tiny URL. You can please open this on another browser window so that you can download resources which is required. So tinyurl.com, Agentic AI Cyber. It will give you access of Google Drive folder where we have put up all the things together. So these are the 2 things. First, create your N8N account. And second is this. So you can take the picture of this slide. Maybe later on you can also need that access. Or please open that on your browser right now. Okay, so the first step will be, are you able to create your account? Please raise hands, those who are. Okay, take your time. So that is the first step. We have to click on create workflow. There would be some options to create a workflow. So just click on that. If you're getting some issues, okay, you got that. That's very good. So the first window would be like this. When you click on create workflow, you must get something like this. So I request everyone to please reach up to that point on N8N. You got it. So before jumping into demo 1, we will be doing demo 0 so that we can have everyone on the same page since you are going to work first time. So let's build some base and then we will jump into cybersecurity use cases. So our first task, everyone has this on your screen. So our first task will be to have our own chatbot. So now we are going to build our own chatbot by using this N8N. And that chatbot will able to answer not only about general information, but it also has some excess of weather data. And also it can send weather information. Let's say I want a agentic system which can send Pullman weather information to me on my email every day in the morning at 6 a.m. So can we create a bot which can give me weather information about Pullman on my emails every day in the morning? So we are going to build that now to understand agentic AI workflow process. And I'm calling this demo 0. Then we will jump to demo 1 about agentic AI for cybersecurity. So in order to have this, you just need to create. So let's first see while I'm doing it. So we click on plus and it gives you various options. Since we are creating a bot, so I have to create something for chat so that I can get a text box where I can input my chat. And you can see that when you click on chat, there is an event called as on new chat event. Just select that. And there is no other setting that we need to work on. So this is the only thing. And you will see that I will have my first chat node created. So when you have your child chat node created, it will look like this. And here you can see that in the box on this corner on the left below, I can just type hi, and that is where I can input my chat. And everything is through JSON. So it create a chat item where I can write my own chat message. But there is nothing here to receive that chat. So in order to receive that chat, we can create our first AI agent. So here you see on plus, you just need to click it and look for AI agent. So here we select AI agent. There are some settings. We can go with the default setting, just cross that, and it will look like this. So I request everyone to please have this on your system. So here we have chat where you can input your chat, then add AI agent. And you see that in AI agent, there are three things that we just discussed. First is chat model, which is like brain of the whole AI model. Then memory, which will provide the context, and then access of tools. Is it making sense to you? So we can add all these things by clicking on plus. So at present, when I type hi, there is nothing to receive that my message. So I need to add any large language model, let's say Gemini or OpenAI. So are you having any API key for any large language model? You have access of any large language model API key? No. So I believe it provide something to us. So please click here on plus. Are you getting up to this point? Everyone, you got up to that point? Very good. So please click on plus. And there is something called as OpenAI chat model. And you see, it gives you free credits. So I believe you can directly access it. It provides $2 free credits. For this demo, it will be sufficient. So OpenAI chat model. So N8N connect. So you can directly use it. Is it making sense to you? You are getting something like this, and it connect, no API required, 1.99. I think in your case, it will show $2, something like that. And then you can pick a large language model. So select the model. I will go with GPT 4.1 and that's all. So in first node, we added our OpenAI model. I request everyone to please do that. Yeah. Yes, so OpenAI, that's good. Message model, select that, yes. Claim credits, let's see.
Yeah. You got a rash.
Claim. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
But you need not to create this, so let's delete that. What I'm saying, just click here. So here we are adding the model. And here just write OpenAI. Yeah, now this is OpenAI model. And now it will open like this. So if you are getting any issues, please call me. You got it?
Settings screen for the.
Yeah, just click here. Yeah, that is claim credits, I believe.
What did you choose?
Yeah, you can pick anyone and just close it. Okay, so I believe all of you connected with large language model. So let's go back and check it. So you see, we have chat, we have AI agent, which is connected with my large language model. And now let's say hi. So you must get tick from this. And now we have a message, how can I help you today? So you can see that now it is connected with my large language model. Is it working for you up to that point?
I'm not sure how you got the.
Just click here. Double click.
I had to use the plus button over here to get it pulled up.
Okay. So just write OpenAI free credits. So just click here. No. Just created some. Can I do this again? Delete. This is not working.
They didn't seem to be working earlier. I've been just using that one. It was literally just like we build a picture and Gemini.
No, so there is some issue. So maybe you need to refresh it. It must connect it from that. Okay, so otherwise, you just see how we are doing the things. How many of you able to connect to large language model? So you got it. Anyone from this table? So if at least one system is connected, you can sit with that so that we can give you full demo first. Are you able to connect with large language? That's good. So now I believe that on every table we have one laptop at least which is connected. So here, let's see, we now say what is the capital of USA, and you can see that it say that the capital of US is Washington DC. So we got the response. That's good. Now if I say what is its population, and let's check the response. So when I say what is its population, the message is it look like your question is missing some context. Could you specify what place or country you are seeking? So can you understand what is the issue in this? Memory. So you see, I give a question that what is the capital of US? It said it's Washington DC. And then my next question is what's its population? And it's unable to understand what I'm referring to. because it does not have any memory. It's just taking one chat independent from the previous one. So we need to add memory. So just go here and click on memory. And there is something called as simple memory. Select that. And by default, it will remember 5 previous conversations. So that is enough. No setting need to change. Just close this, and now we have our memory added. So simple step, I am again repeating. It's important to click on plus. So when you click on plus, select simple memory, click on that. By default, it will have 5 messages. That's sufficient, and go back. And now let's ask and type the same question again. What is its population? And now you can see that it is working. And so now you can see that it is working, and it is giving me the information about its population. So we are able to build a bot which is connected with large language model, which has some memory also, and now it has a contextual information. How many of you are able to get up to that point? You got that? You got it? Very good. So now let's ask, what is its current weather? Can you ask that? So give a chat and ask, what is its current weather information? So just on the chat, type So now we are asking and about the weather information. And you see that it says that I don't have any real weather data to access it. Are you getting the same message or similar kind of message? So what is the solution? What do you think now?
Give it a weather API.
So we have to give the weather API. So now please go, and I have already shared resources with you. Now you can open that. So this is the folder. And in this folder, there is something called as demo prompt and resources. One doc file is there. And please open that. So you will get something like this as a file on your folder, demo prompt and resources. Are you able to find that? Please open this. And demo 0, this is at this moment, we are building our own chatbot. And this is for URL for getting weather data API. And I have hard coded this for Washington, DC. You can see that we have given latitude and longitude information. Yeah, please. Yeah, so it's on the same shared folder, which I have given the link in the presentation. So tiny URL, Agentic AI Cyber. Please open this. This is the shared folder which carry all the files. Everyone getting that? And in this, you will get a doc file. So just copy that, everyone. Just copy this weather API data. It is free API, and we can use this in our next node. So copy it and come back to your AI agent. So here we have a plus button. So click on that. We have something called as get. So here we have something called as HTTP request tool. So please use that. make HTTP request and return the response data. So click on this HTTP request tool. So when you click on this, there is a place to input URL. Just paste that URL here. So that is the only thing you need to do. What we did select HTTP request. When you select that node, there is a link to copy the URL or paste the URL, just paste it. That is the only step which is required. Making sense? Are you able to get that HTTP request? Just paste your URL. You got it? And close this window. So now you can see that now we have a tool access which can now make query to our API, and that will help us to get that data. So now go back to your chat again and type this message, how's its current weather? And now you see that HTTP request is executed and it has given me current Washington DC weather. So you can see temperature is this, humidity is this, and we have all tick. So first, when we give the chat, AI agent is sending the data to OpenAI, then it use contextual memory, and also it make HTTP request. Everyone got the weather information? Nice. You got it? You got that? Very good. So we built our first agent which can access tool along with memory. So this is what we discussed in the theory. You see that we have AI agent which has large language model as a brain, memory for context, and tool access so that it can make queries to weather API information. Now, can we go one step ahead and send an email to me on this weather information? So you can even add your Gmail account to this, and it can send you email about this weather data. So let's do it. If you are comfortable to give the access, you can go ahead. Otherwise, just watch what I'm doing. So plus, there is something called as Gmail. So I will go with Gmail tool. So you can see that sign in with Google. So you can give the access and it will connect your Gmail account so that it can send you email. So I have already now, my account is now connected. So you see that account is connected. I can send the message to. So here just type any email where you want to send this weather report. So you can see I have selected a node, send a message in Gmail. And in this, we have first of all, connect your own Gmail account. Then in send operation, it's to, then subject. So we can fix the subject and AI can also automatically decide the subject. So you see, when you click on subject, there are two options, fixed or expression. If you want it fixed, you can select fixed, but I will go with AI to decide it. So here you have something called as expression. Just click and you can keep it blank. And then we have email type. Let's say text, message. You can go with expression. Keep it as such. So this is the step where we can let the model decide about the message and type. So here I'm saying define automatically by the model. Add a description. You can add a description. Weather report. And then here in message, define automatically by the model. And you can write a description. Send me weather report of the selected city. So that is the only setting you need. So let's see once again. First, we give the access to our Gmail. Then we mention which email ID to send it. Subject defined automatically by the model. Just give the description. And then email type is text, defined automatically by the model. And you can give one-line descriptions what we are doing. Does it make any sense? Are you able to do that with me? Can I move? So just close that. And now you can see that we have added Gmail into this. So go back and now you can type email me this weather report. And now it will generate the weather report. And you can see we got the click and current weather report of Washington, D.C. has been emailed to you. So I can go back and check your Gmail. So most probably you can see here on my email account, current weather report for Washington, D.C. And this is the email which I have received. So wonderful. With just few minutes, we have built our first agentic AI system, which is accessing large language model, having its own memory, accessing weather data, and sending you email. Is it making sense? Good? Feeling excited? So, yeah.
If you want to make other cities, is there a way to like?
Yeah, yeah, of course. So I just hard coded it, but otherwise we can have a text box where you can put the city name and it will access it on that basis. Yeah, just for simplicity, we hard coded it, but otherwise, in first step, it will get longitude and latitude information, and then it will create API for that. Yeah, but you can easily add that step. Any questions? Are you able to execute all the steps? Okay. Is it working for you? Anyone from this table? Yeah, so you have this.
Weather report.
Mhm.
There's an error.
Email me this. So I believe there is some issue in connection. So you have to select a different, delete that. Click on here plus.
This one?
Yeah. Select Gmail. It's Gmail request. Here. Yeah, here Gmail tool.
Okay, I think I
Yeah.
got the other one.
Yeah, yeah. So that is. Okay, so we completed our demo one. So in order to make next progress, so here you will see that. Let me open this. Okay, so in this folder, I have already downloaded these workflows, which you can directly run. So now I request you to download this file, AI Cybersecurity Risk Alert. We are going to work on that, AI Cybersecurity Risk Alert. So this is the JSON file. I request everyone to please download that on your machine, AI Cybersecurity Risk Alert. Everyone, please download that. Are you getting this folder access? So in this, we have a file, AI Cybersecurity Risk Alert. So this already have a workflow which we can directly execute instead of creating everything from scratch. We can directly use it. Please take a time to download this workflow, or even you can go ahead and download all the JSON files. We will be requiring that step by step. So you can download cybersecurity phishing email workflow also. And there is another workflow below that. So please download all three workflows. These are three JSON files. So once your workflow is ready, you can go to personal where we are having all the workflows. And then you can click on create workflows. Now we are going to create another workflow. And we will be having, again, this point. So please, everyone, have this window on your screen so that we can start with next workflow, which is our first demo one. And in this, if you click here, please, everyone, follow with me. So on this corner, there are 3 dots. If you click here, so everyone refer to this. So there are 3 dots. And there is option import from file. So we can import the workflow directly from a file, and you have already downloaded JSON file. So just select that first downloaded file and select import from file. So first we are going to do AI cybersecurity risk alert workflow. Select that. And it will automatically give you this full workflow. I hope you will get this on your screen. Just make sure you are having this. Very good. You got that. Nice. Are you able to get it? Good. Very good. You got it? Very good. So what we are doing in this, so first I will run it, and then you can explore all the things on your own. So first, we are having a form. Let's click on that. So we are creating a form, and let's try to understand what we are doing step by step. So what we are saying that we are having a form where we are saying it is a log analyst, and we are creating a one element in this form, and there is a one label log where you need to input your log file. AI is going to analyze that log file. It will identify the risk, pick important risk from that log file, and send you an email about the identified risk. So this is what we want to do. We are going to paste a log file. AI will analyze that log file, identify the risk in those logs, and pick those highlighted risks and send an email, let's say IT team, to look into those high risk logs. Is it making sense? And we are now building that automated workflow. So here I'm starting with the form, but you can even give a full log file to this. It will process that log file. AI will analyze it and send email based on high risk identification. So first we are just creating a form that is on form submission. We have only one element, log, with text input. So this is what we are having as first step. Everyone making sense to this? So we are having a form submission where you need to paste your log file. Make sense? Second, this is important. Click on the second model. You can see that this is a AI model. I'm using OpenAI. So OpenAI is going to analyze my log file. It will pick high risk and send me those informations. So let's click on that. And again, I'm using innate and credentials. So I'm sending the message using GPT-4. And please see here, you can read it on your own, but I'm defining the role as a system. So you all are familiar with prompt engineering. So there are 2 kinds of important roles, one as a system, another as a user. So system setting means that we are defining the role of large language model. And here we are saying that you have to act like a security analyst. And then you have to process this log. So you see that analyze the following security logs. So we are receiving the logs in the form of JSON format. So we are saying that read the JSON file log attribute And then we are saying, if you go down, so return only valid JSON in this exact format. So we are asking the system to return threat level, low, medium, or high based on the log, attack type. It will give short attack name, explanations, and recommended actions. Is it making sense? So AI is going to analyze our log file that we are going to paste, and it is going to return me in JSON format these fields. So this is important. So I will be getting the output in JSON format in the form of threat level, attack type, explanation, and recommended actions. Make sense? So in order to understand it, what we can do, just write and select execute previous nodes. So click on this, and you see it has opened a form for me, and it said you can paste log. So you can go back on this. I have already shared everything with you. So now we are at demo 1. In demo 1, I mentioned that paste this log prompt on a form. So you just, I have these 4 log: failed login, user admin login is success, PowerShell encoded, large file transfer. So this is, let's say, my log file. So you can copy this from this resource demo 1. So just copy it and go back to your step. And here you see we have a form. You can paste it, submit. And it's interesting to see here. So we are getting log. This is in JSON format. And then this is analyzing and providing the output. So you see what large language model is doing. It is saying that threat level is high, attack type, possible credential compromise and data extraction, explanations, multiple failed admin login, recommended action, isolate affected host immediately. Is it making sense? So everything is analyzed by large language model. We are just giving the format. So it's important to understand the JSON format. So this is my input format. And you can click here on JSON to see that. And you can see that in this JSON, we have log. So that's why we mentioned read this log and provide the output in this. So if you go here and check the JSON, and you can see we have all the output in the form of threat level and attack type and so on. So it has created that type of attributes in my text attribute. Is it making sense? Is it working with you up to this point? So just paste the log, and you see that it is able to analyze it. So now in the next step, what we are doing, we are processing this raw file, and so this is called as code in JavaScript. So in workflows, we can write our own code snippet to process the output. So you see that we have to format it a little bit because everything was in text. So I have to extract labels. So in order to process this output of large language model, we are writing a code in JavaScript. And in this, what we are saying, so just click over here, and we are saying that it will read all the text input. So read all the items in this item list, and it will parse according to the format, and it will finally generate the JSON format output in the type of threat level, attack type, and so on. So let's execute this step. So here, finally, we are getting the output in all. Earlier, you can see that everything was in text. So I cannot make if condition based on that. So we need to process that in JSON. So this code is simply taking this textual data and converting this into my attributes of threat level, attack type, explanation, and so on. Is it making sense? So we are taking textual data from a large language model as an input, converting these into these parsed 4 attributes. And you can see that we have all those 4 attributes of text level and all those things. And can you now tell me, ultimately, I want to send email if the threat level is very high. So what should be the next node? If the threat level is high, then send email to me. If threat level is low, don't take any action. So what kind of node we require next? Here we have a threat level information. It is high. But now I want, it must check because threat level can be low also. If it is low, no action. If it is high, send the email. So what kind of node I need to attach? Conditional. Is it making sense? So I need to write if condition based on this threat level. So I need to read JSON threat level. If the value of this threat level is high, then it will trigger Gmail and send email to the IT person. But if threat level is low, no action. Make sense? So if you see this workflow, in the next workflow, we are having this if node. So this is if. And in this, you can simply check. Only we write one condition. So we are reading JSON.threat level. If this is equal to high, it will have two output, yes or no. So yes will be activated if threat level is high. Is it making sense? So after this, we added if node. It will check the threat level. And if threat level is high, it will trigger. And you will see that if I execute it, so you can see there are two branches, true branch and false branch. So true branch is executed. It means that a threat level is high, false branch is blank. So here on the if, there are two branches, one is true, another is false. So on true, I just have my Gmail configured. So what I mentioned, that send an Gmail with this subject and with this message, where I just paste all the information. Is it making sense? So let's see this workflow again. We are getting the log file. Large language model is checking the threat level, producing the output in the text. So you can see the output is in the text. So we need to parse it into the JSON format. So this code is parsing this into the JSON. So you now have all JSON output. After that, you can write your if condition that if threat level is high, then just send email to IT person. So execute workflow. It will open, paste the log file, submit, and see this is ticking, tick, tick, and now I have a tick on Gmail. So I can go back and let's check this. And you can see I got high risk cybersecurity alert, potential compromise account, and that is the complete automation. So here I need to paste log file, but you can further make it more automatic that it took the log file, analyze it, and automatically send the security alerts on a given IT person email. Any questions? So you have that workflow, you just need to execute it or maybe need to configure it a little bit according to your own Gmail or all those settings. But I believe this workflow will successfully work for you. Are you able to run that? Please raise hand those who are able to run it. Very good. Please make clap. Ooh, we now able to execute our first cyber agent, which can identify high risk alerts. Very good. So now the second step is simple. You did the major hard work job. So can we build something like this, that if you receive an email, it will check whether this email is a phishing email. If email text look like phishing, OpenAI will look into that. It will decide if it is phishing. It will trigger Gmail and send IT person information that we received a phishing email. and they can check into that. Does it make sense? So we can easily use the same workflow for this use case. At present, we are just getting log file, but this time, instead of pasting log file, you can paste your email. Of course, you can make a point that it can automatically read the email, but here, in order to, but you need to give access to the system that it can read email. So I created a form. In that form, you just need to paste any phishing email. It will check that email, and if it is phishing, it will send email to the user. So please go ahead and download this workflow on your own. So I will not speak for next 5 minutes. I will let you know to let you everyone on your own to run this workflow, because I know that now you can do this on your own. So please replicate the same process for this AI cybersecurity phishing email on your own. So you have maybe 5-10 minutes, and after that I will give you yeah.
Change them to just 4.
Mhm.
And I just use GPT.
Yeah.
And I was just curious why my threat level was defined as a medium while yours was. Is it a difference in models?
Maybe
Yeah.
that may be the reason. Yeah. So
Honestly.
yeah, because it's LLM who is deciding. So yeah. So it's a good insight. Yeah. So please download this workflow and open that and try to run this on your own. And here, now we are at demo 2. Just go there, the same resource file. You can see this. Here, AI cybersecurity phishing email classification. Paste this email subject prompt. So you can paste this subject, urgent, your bank account is logged, and paste this email body. So I have given the email body. So you can see that this look like a phishing email, and our OpenAI model must identify that and send an alert on this. So let's do it. And I believe you can do this on your own. So if you are getting any concern, just raise hand. I will be happy to help you.
So back to this conditional in this workflow. Why does this ever run? Because isn't this a low threat level? And it's only looking for high.
Yeah, so in this case, it
Or did
is.
you change it to low in your demonstration and I missed it?
No. So in your case, actually, it is executing it as a low threat level. So what large language model you are using?
4.1 mini.
I think if you change it
Because
to
4.1 was what it was default on, but it said
Let-
the
let
credentials
change.
didn't work.
let 5.5 mini, let's try this. So because earlier they tried it and for them it was showing medium.
Hmm.
So maybe that is the reason.
Should still be pasted. Or,
It's working. Which that level
this
high.
is-
Yeah.
And I got it.
Yeah. Got it? Yeah. So you can see that it's a different LLM, and the more accurate one is identifying it high, but if you use light one, it is maybe medium or low. Any questions? Please let me know. Yeah, I request everyone to just read each and every step about this phishing email and try to run this on your own. And I hope it will work successfully for you too.
I think you have to rename the
No, so
You have to
just
rename part of the JSON.
you can go back, just run it. Yeah, run this again. No, you need not to change it. So there is no need to change anything here, because when you run it, then you need to paste it. So here it is two boxes. One is about subject and second is about body. Just keep it that. Yeah.
URL again, so the resources.
Yeah. This is. So here you see that when you run it, this will give you two boxes, one to paste your subject and second email body. So you just need to paste it from the resources that I shared. So just paste the subject and body and then try to see how the action is working. But I would request you to please check OpenAI system prompt and user prompt to understand what we are doing here. So this is our subject, just paste it and then paste your email body. And then press submit. So now you see that everything is executed, and it's important to read this message model and code. So please take time to understand what OpenAI is doing this time. So this is a system prompt. You are cybersecurity email analyst, and analyze this subject and body and return only this classification as phishing or safe or so on. So I hope this makes sense to you. So this is system prompt, and we are setting the role for our LLM in that case. And this is the output. Again, it is a text output. It is classified as phishing with high risk score. And it also gives us the reason and everything. But we need to parse it for JSON format. So that's why we have a next coding node. And in user prompt, we are just giving the information. Is it making sense? So then in the next, we are just formatting it according to JSON style. So you can see here in the next code in JavaScript, we got the output with classification as phishing, risk score, and so on. And now I can create if conditions based on classification. Earlier it was on risk level, but this time it would be on classification. And then I can trigger my Gmail and everything on this. So here we have if, and we are saying that if classification is equal to phishing, then it is true. So you can see that true branch is executed. And in true branch, I have added my Gmail. So I must have my email at this time. So let's check it. So if you go back, so you can see that I received email alert and it's working perfectly fine. How many of you are able to run this? Please raise hands. Very good. It's working. Good. Nice. You can clap again. Okay. So we now have maybe 20 minutes remaining because before the next session, we want to give you break for 10 minutes. So you can see that we also have a third use case. I'm not going to jump into that. Just take time to give you context so that later on you can do this on your own. So what third demo is about the same concept, but it is security event prioritization engine. So what I mentioned to you that when you receive the log, there would be thousands of log. And some of the actions are normal, while some of the actions are urgent to take care. So here, if you read that log file, you can see that some of the log are normal, that normal login from Office network, but there are some other logs which are indicating some kind of high risk action. So what we are doing in Next, that we are giving this bulk of events to event prioritization engine, and it will create all the events, read all the events step by step, and prioritize high risk, identify high risk event, and then it will figure out only those high risk events out of, let's say, 100 events, and send out the information about top 5 or top 7 high risk events. So that is what we are doing in the Next workflow. You can do this on your own because there is something very much another interesting use case that I want to discuss. So that is the context for Next demo. It is about security event prioritization engine. Same way, you just need to paste it. It will trigger it and it will send you email about some of the high risk events out of this log file. Okay. Before jumping into this, now we will jump into coding platforms. So you see that N8N is a no code platform. We are not writing too much code. It's just working on the nodes. It's about automations and it's very simple, and industry use a lot N8N workflows to build those use cases. Before jumping into this next use case, I also want to take a moment to give you another context. So this is N8N interface. So I request you to please explore this on your own. This is very useful tool. So here you can see that. Here you can see that we have thousands of AI agents which are already there, and you can use those AI agents directly as such in into your own workflows. So here you can see that there are a lot of AI agents which are already built. If you click on one particular, it will give you a full workflows, and you can use it for free for directly implementing the use cases. So you can see that this is one of the workflow, and you can directly import that into your own workflow. You see that it is currently paid version. It is only available for 15 days. But the best thing is that in case of N8N, you can self-host this on your machine. So I have already self-hosted it. So there is the option in the docs. You can see self-host N8N, and it will give you access to GitHub. And from that GitHub, you can directly download this on your machine, and then you can use it forever. So just you need to write N8N, it will run on your local host, and you can perform all those workflows directly. So I request each one of you, once you get a time after this session, please install this self-host on your own machine so that you can use it forever and try various use cases on your own. It will run on your local host, and it's very smooth. no too much complicated installation process, simple one-step process. So I strongly recommend you to host this, and it will run directly on your local host from your machine. Okay, so with this, we now shift to next demo. So now we are going to jump into Crew AI. Crew AI means that there are multiple AI agents that working in parallel or sequential to solve your problem. Now we are going to build daily job opening digest with Crew AI. So you know that it's very struggling these days to look for job openings. It took a lot of time to see what are internship options or job openings. Can I create an agent which will look into all available jobs which are posted day before and send you an email in the morning that these are the top new jobs in your skill area, and you can just see those jobs and you can apply to that? Wonderful. That would be a great help for us, that if we can build some AI agent which can look for all open jobs in the internet, extract the job according to my skill set, my interest area, from my interested location, and then it would be nice if it can send an email to me in the morning that these are the top jobs according to your interest area. You must look into that. So let's build into that. So I have already prepared a complete Colab notebook that you can directly use it starting from even today itself. So please open that Colab in your browser. So copy that link and go to your browser and just paste it. So here it is the daily job opening digest where we are building a multi-agent Crew AI workflows. So I have a similar workflow which is according to cybersecurity. So if time permit, we will take look into that. But otherwise, I believe that after this discussion, you're able to understand that general workflow. So first of all, what we are doing, we are installing Crew AI on our notebook so that we can create multiple agents and it can perform that task for me. So the first step, you can do it right now with me. You can open this on your browser and just install Crew AI library, which will be required. And here you see that we need OpenAI. Again, it is a large language model. So we need to use OpenAI API key. I have already created my OpenAI API key. If you're not, you can get it from OpenAI API Center and get that API key, I believe, starting from $6. But otherwise, I believe Gemini is also giving free API key. You can use Gemini too. So for this demo, I will be using my API key. So here, this is my key. I just paste it. So we already have this Crew AI set up for us. In the next step, it is asking me for the API key. I provided that and it is configured. So now I can access my large language model. So here you see, this is important. So in next notebook, we are specifying our job preferences. So we are specifying the keyword that I am interested in machine learning, AI, data scientist, software engineering, AI engineer jobs. You can specify your locations. I'm interested in remote, USA, California, Washington. You can give all the location in which you are interested. You can specify your job types, internship, full-time, contract. I'm having must-have skills. So I specify that, okay, I have skill Python, machine learning, LLM, nice to have skills, maximum job to fetch, and maximum job in the digest. It will fetch 30 job, pick top 7 according to my interest, and send me that on my email. So is it making sense? So we are specifying job preference where you can clearly specify your keywords, your locations, job types, must have skills. So just run that. So our job preferences are now set. These now we are able to search various free open jobs. So I'm not using any paid API key for this, so that you can run this on your own. So there are a lot of free API job portals keys which we can directly use, and it will extract 30 jobs from various resources. So in the next step, we are writing or visiting various URL so that we can access top jobs. So you can see that it has fetched 30 unique jobs from various locations. It has also given me the resource from where it has extracted. And now we have to format it according to some format so that my large language model can process it and can work on that. So we are having those jobs according to their format. So job 1 is from this, job 2 is about from this company, the countries. So we have created all top 30 jobs in desirable format. This is interesting. So here we have Crew AI. I request you to spend some time on this. So what Crew AI is? So as Crew indicates, that it means that there is a group of people who are working together for a particular problem. Here we have Crew AI, where a group of AI agent will be working together for fetching the jobs, sorting the jobs for me, and sending the email to me. So we are creating Crew for that. So you see that we are creating various AI agents with their specific role. So one agent we are creating is job search analyst. The role of this is to search the jobs, review raw job postings, and identify potential relevant opportunities. We have given little bit backstories, and that is my first agent that would be doing the search for me. Similarly, we have created second agent with the role job filter. So it will filter the job based on user preference, location, role type, and skill relevance. Third agent will fit those jobs based on some ranking. So it will rank the jobs and let's say top 5 or top 7. And next agent is email writer. So this will write an email for me so that it can send those email on my email account. So you can see that we are having 4 agents. First agent is searching the job. Second agent is filtering the job based on my preference. Third agent is ranking those jobs. And fourth agent is composing an email based on selected job. So similarly, in cybersecurity use case, that is our next use case, we can create multiple agent. One will read the log file. Second will identify the risk. Third can rank those risk, and it can send email digest. So the idea is same. It will take the log file and process it by having multiple agents for various roles. So we have defined 4 agents. So we have created those agents, and now we have created various tasks. So you see that there are 4 tasks. First task is to review the jobs posting, match it from the user interest. Second is to filter the jobs. Third task is to rank. And fourth task is to write polish emails. So we created 4 agents and we created 4 tasks. And then we give task and agent under Crew AI that work on those tasks in parallel and send that information to me. So here, this is interesting. So please see here. So this is Crew AI, where we specify all the agents, that these are the 4 agents and these are the 4 tasks. So they automatically pick the relevant task, do their job, and run everything smoothly as a Crew AI working on my problem statement. So you can create group of agent, you can create group of task, and you just see Crew kickoff. So you just write kickoff, it will start working. Every Crew AI agent will perform its task, and by the end, your email is ready. with your top jobs. So this box will run it. So it will take some time. You see that it has extracted 30 jobs. And then next is job search analyst. This is will be working and so on. So various AI agent will work and try to build the system for you. And then in the next file, we are just sending the email, and you just need to specify your source and receiver email, and it can send the email about the top jobs that you are looking at. Is it, we are getting this error. I believe I may have skipped some of the steps. Okay, so I run all the steps together, but yeah, I believe I missed some of the points. That's why I'm getting the error, but you can try this. And in the end, you will get your executed jobs on your list. Let's try to run this one more time. So before closing this session, you have all this system with you. Similarly, if you go here, and there is another multi-agent agentic AI system which work in the similar way, but here we are posting the log file, and based on that log file, it will create. So we are giving API keys. So here you can see that we are pasting this log file. Based on this, we are creating one agent for analyst. It will detect the anomalies. Second agent will act like a classification threat intelligent analyst. It classify it likely cyber attack and assign severity. Third one is incident responder. And fourth one is about report generator. And fifth one is security notification agent. So I have created 5 agents which will process uh, all the process step by step. It detect the anomalies, it check the threat intelligence level, create the report, and even send it to the incident. So same way, here we are creating 5 tasks step by step. And in the next, we are just assigning agents and tasks. And when we run it, it will perform all the tasks. Agent is started, it is executing, analyzing the final actions, and then it will generate the final report and even send the email notification to you. So this is how practically we built agentic AI system by using coding platform. And these 2 notebooks will give you an idea that how we can build Crew AI system by creating multiple agents, assigning different tasks. They can work in sequential or in parallel. Even they can share their states, and we can build full agentic AI system based on that. Any question up to this point? So all the resources are with you. Please take time to run those notebooks. It just require a OpenAI key or Gemini key, which you can try, and you can run these workflows on your own. Feeling excited? So please take some time to do some experimentation on your own. Play with n8n, install it on your local machine. Try to run it forever. We already have 3 workflows, and you can start building on that. Actually, we have 4 workflows with demo 0 and to demo 3. And there are 2 notebooks that I shared with you about these Crew AI systems. Make sense? I have one more thing to you to share with. So. I have created a course on explainable AI in Python. During summer, if you wish to learn more on that, so I have a special QR code for you, which will enable you to get free access of this course. It is available on Udemy. So you know that most of AI systems act like a black box. And in order to make AI explainable, that why AI is making that kind of decision, so there is something called as explainable AI. So maybe during summer, if you have time, you want to learn something new. So this is one of the course which you can access freely. So it has approximately 8-hour contents, and it talk about all explainable AI algorithms. So it's a very hot area where we are looking into more detail that how we can make AI more explainable, because otherwise it is just a black box. So we have Lime, SHAP, various algorithms. So it's very interesting to see and understand that why AI is rejecting my resume. Let's say you upload a resume and you don't get a call. So you can upload your resume to explainable AI system, and it can tell you that, okay, these are the features which are pushing your CV for the selection or for the rejection. So it can highlight those areas in the text which are maybe pushing your CVs for positive or towards negative. If your loan is getting rejected, you can use explainable AI to give explanations that why your loan is getting rejected. And it can also give you counterfactual explanation that what action you can take so that the chances of getting a loan approval is increased. So GDPR just make it mandatory for all companies who are implementing AI to make it have explainable AI. If user ask for the explanations, they need to provide the explanations. So with explainable AI, we build that kind of system. So yeah, this is all from me. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much for that wonderful. I hope you have been following along, and there are some more things that you could do on your own. We may have a minute or two for quick questions because we'll need a little bit of a break before the next session.
Yeah, please, if you have any questions. Yeah, so actually, when I graduated, there was no AI machine learning. So we all learned when we worked with that. So yeah, so we started data mining. So that way I started working in this area. Then we have machine learning. So actually, during my graduation, I loved databases, but gradually databases changed to big data, data mining, and then we have machine learning. Now we have agentic AI. So it's all about learning along the whole process. So yeah, you have to keep yourself updated with all the flows, so that make that journey possible. So I believe that when you implementing those things, you may have some question or challenges. So you can write to me on my email ID. It's my first name prateek.kumar@wsu.edu. I will be happy to answer your emails during the break or whenever you try to build something. And if you build something interesting, please share with all of us, because you know that there are a lot of things which are possible, Asifa, and we all will love to see what you are going to build with these agentic AI systems. So if you build something, please share with all the community members. Thank you. God bless you.
All right, we have about 5 minutes, a little over that, and we will